But the reality is, if a man went on there and be like, hey, listen, you guys just need to understand, I need to have sex on the first date. You need to come take care of me. I can go see whoever I want. I don't know. If a man were to express his same preferences, that would be considered toxic. And it would be
Canceled.
taken.
Anybody trying to date me, my bills or your bills? I don't care whose car it is. You're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me. So my car is your car. You cover the bills. Simple. You're trying to date me, so my bills are your bills. Period.
Baby girl, you're not fine enough to make these type of insane demands. Actually, you're not fine at all. You are a whole lot closer to ugly on the scale than fine. I'm not gonna call you ugly, but I'm pretty sure the only person that's ever called you pretty is your mom. The You Need a Better Mirror award goes to this snuffleupagus stunt double. There are 8s and 9s and 10s who cannot get a man to pay for all their bills to try to date them. And you gonna say this shit? Hell, you need to pay somebody to have lunch with you. You need to pay us to watch this video.
Shout out to Dave Martin. He actually tagged me in that, so I wanted to post that. Anyway, I thought that was really funny. One of the situations is like when you hear someone say that, for women, they're like, yeah, go girl, that's right. They're going to encourage each other when they hear that. Very similar to, is Lizzo attractive? What she's saying doesn't work. That's a better way. But the reality is, if a man went on there and be like, hey, listen, you guys just need to understand, I need to have sex on the first date. You need to come take care of me. I can go see whoever I want. I don't know. If a man were to express his same preferences, that would be considered toxic, and it would be
Canceled.
taken. It would be taken off TikTok. It would be taken off TikTok. You wouldn't make it on Twitch. Why is that the case? And part of the reason why that's the case is where he is saying she's not attractive. There's still so many men at the bottom who have no options with women that to them they'll still take her.
Yes.
And so what she's receiving is right swipes on dating apps and attention from social media, and she's conflating that with high status men willing to give her commitment. In which case she has very little, because the point of her making that video was not to let you know that she needs you to pay her bills. The point of that video was like, she needs you to know that she needs you to know that she needs to pay. I mean, the whole point of that video was attention. She wanted attention to let you know how attractive she thought she was.
That's what a viral video is, though.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Beautiful. Anybody else have any thoughts about that? Did you want to pay her bills?
No.
No.
What is she bringing to the table?
Well, the thing is, guys would
She's
be
in the
mad at what she
supermarket.
said. Guys are mad at what she said, but the reality is there's simps behind her and white knights
Thank you.
behind
That's my
her
point.
who are funding her beliefs. Women are societal creatures, and if society is a bunch of simps and simp ideologies, dude, that's what's funding the only all this other on. It's the simps. So guys get mad at girls, but realistically, if no simps existed, you'd be broke. It's just reality.
What she's saying doesn't make me mad. What she's saying is like, as someone who would pay my wife's bills if I was married, 100%. If I were to do that, to see her say that seems outrageous. Just for me personally, it just seems outrageous that she would ask for something like that. Amanda, put a 2 in the chat if you want to pay Amanda's bills. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 3 if you want to pay Delia's bills, and a 4 in the chat if you want to pay Zoe's bills. Go ahead.
If a woman is able to pay her own bills, then she's going to date her equal. Then the man should also be able to contribute and take care of her with the ability that she can still pay the bills. You know what I mean? If it's a dependence, then that might be a different factor.
That seemed like a dependence to me. That seemed like that woman. Yeah.
But then.
But she was in the supermarket. She was buying her own food.
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She was getting Venmo'd. She's getting Venmo'd by some dude. No, she's getting cash out.
But also, if that's her environment where she has people paying for her bills, and then any man that does enter into her life and wants to date her then needs to take on the role of all of these other men that are fulfilling those needs.
Yeah.
That's how it gets as well. They're like, quit your job, quit this. You're like,
you want me to
excuse me?
You want me to be broke?
Who paid for your potatoes, Daniel? Choke on it.
She's walking through Costco.
Yeah, literally.
I got a related. Here's a related one. Let's do this one real quick.
What should a guy spend on a wedding ring?
Well, given that it's a wedding ring, that means we'd have to get to the point of getting married, and I won't even entertain a guy if he doesn't drive at least a $300,000 car. Not to mention, if we do get to that point, the ring literally has to be someone's mortgage.
Right, yeah. So you want a guy with a lot of money.
Are you kidding? If it's not the case, I'm not marrying him.
guess it's valid.
Baby, this kitty makes more money than Bill Gates, I'll tell you that.
Bill Gates, though. She had to throw out the Bill Gates card.
That wall's gonna hit hard.
Bro, it's just crazy. So a mortgage payment or a whole mortgage?
Can I ask you something? How much is your Lexus worth?
Oh, my, it's probably not even worth 10 grand now. Yeah,
What is that,
for those of you who don't know, this is this, and I do this because
I'm about 18.5 in the Camaro. So
I do this to piss people off. I drive a Lexus that is 10 years old that has 111,000 miles. I can afford whatever car I want. The reason why, by the way, Myron, what does he have? He has a 2002 Toyota Camry. The reason why is because we don't need money to generate attraction. There are other ways to do it. So that's the reason why you can see my big fat, see my Rolex here by Apple.com. Like, that's the thing. Like, you don't need money to pull these things off. And these guys are like, because they look at my content online, they're like, you're just paying these girls to be there. And I'm like, bull, bitch. I'm not doing any of that. And that's what pisses you off. Now, when you see a girl like this, obviously we're back to the whole thing again. Is it important that this woman gets a mortgage payment for a diamond ring and the guy drives a $300,000 car? No. What's important is that you think she does, and she lets you know that she thinks she's worth a guy like that. That's the whole point of it, is for her to fucking get attention. Go ahead, Delia.
Can we actually play the longer one? I posted it on my Instagram. And at the end she's like, but can you buy screw the engagement ring, buy me a tank.
A tank?
That's I posted that. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I don't have that. I only have that.
If a guy leases a $300,000 car, that's actually kind of smart. That's probably the best way to do it.
Honestly,
and it could be a write-off on your. It could be a tax write-off. That's actually smart. If a guy just bought a $300,000 car, the problem is, like, here's the issue: is like women are choosing men who do stupid. You are throwing money in the air at a strip club, and that is who you're choosing to be with. You're choosing a man who not only is like he's like the peacock's tail, but it's like he's not only wasting money, he's stupid. He's also stupid. If women were smart, they'd be like, "Hey, I want to date the guy who actually knows how to find a tax shelter." But the women don't do that. I want to date the guy who actually is a perfect shot with either hand with a Glock. But women don't do that. They don't do that at all. They don't like. There's all these things that could make your life so much better. Are you kidding me? It's like, literally, we can write off your job because I have the right accountant. Nope, sorry, I don't give a about that. I don't really care. Just throw money in the end. Make it rain. It ain't tricking if you got it. Yes, it's still tricking even if you got it.
What are 3 things that could make a broke, short, fat, invisible guy attractive without saying don't be broke, short, and invisible?
Oh, big. Go on.
You're asking me. It's social proof, pre-selection, higher status, really, really good networking, really good alignments with other people, really good social media, some level of creativity on your social media, and some level of competency. Whether that you are a guitarist or a plastic surgeon or whatever, any of those things can trump those things that you just said.
You didn't even say anything about like kindness,
because you won't date a guy because he's kind and he's unattractive.
Yep, just understand women. And when you understand women, you'll do all those things. Just understand women.
It's perhaps that's why he's invisible in the first place.
What do you mean?
Because he's kind and nice.
You're not invisible to me, baby. Subscribe. I love you. I'll give you cuddles.
Oh, how many women here have kids?
I have a dog.
Me.
No. Oh, you have kids? You have
I have
children?
one.
You do?
You have one?
Cobra.
Cobras, that's a sick name.
Cobra.
I love that name.
There you go. Do you think they
Cobra
are
Kai.
proud? Do you think they are proud of you? Go Air Force.
Yeah, I think they're proud of her. Yes, for sure.
She's 3.
Yes, I do.